What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another short episode on the Mac Boys podcast. So today we're getting into a leadership series, some short clips that we can talk about some leaders who were considered great. Now, there might be some folks in here that may not be so great in terms of some of the things they did, but nonetheless, they were great leaders. So today's read is on Kwame Nkrumah. Now, this is not an exhaustive history, and so please, if you have some different comments, drop me in the comment section, like and subscribe on the channel. Let's jump right into it. And if you have any particular things that you know about this particular leaders that I'll be talking about in this podcast, feel free to let me know. But this is something that you're definitely missing out on. But as I said, it's not completely exhaustive. This is just very short clips to learn about some amazing leaders. And so Kwame Nkrumah was the first president of Ghana. This man was the father of Pan-Africanism. A quote from Kwame Nkrumah says, "Africa is a paradox which illustrates and highlights neocolonialism." Now, when we jump into Kwame Nkrumah and some of how he came to be about, Kwame Nkrumah didn't just want to free Ghana. He wanted to unite Africa. He called it the United States of Africa, USA. A continental federation that will make Africa an economic and political superpower. He was ahead of his time by about 50 years. The African Union was founded in 2002, is the imperfect but direct descendant of his vision. Pretty freaking cool. So why Kwame Nkrumah matters to my presidency ambitions? Yes, I'm going to be running for Kenyan president. You wait and see. Kwame Nkrumah understood something most politicians never grasp. The problems of one African country cannot be solved in isolation. Amen to that. Kenya's development cannot be separated from East Africa's integration, and East Africa's integration, rather, cannot be separated from the continent's economic architecture. If and when I become president of Kenya, I will definitely need a continental vision, not just a national one. Nkrumah gave me the intellectual framework which I am continuously learning. And so, what was Kwame Nkrumah's strategic genius? And just so you're wondering, guys, this is meant for me, but I'm sharing with the audience things that I do to learn and upskill myself on a day-to-day basis. I believe you have to be able to learn constantly to be able to be a better individual. And so some of the things you see here are going to be close to some of the goals and ambitions that I'm working towards and the companies that I work on as well. And so let's go into what the strategic genius was of Kwame Nkrumah. So when Ghana became the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence in 1957, Nkrumah could have focused entirely inwards, but he did not. Instead, he immediately used Ghana's independence as a platform for continental liberation, hosting freedom fighters, funding independence movements, and advocating at the UN. He understood that soft power compounds. Ghana planned to survive its weight for decades because Nkrumah built its moral authority early. Now, what is the cautionary tale from Kwame Nkrumah's life? Nkrumah was overthrown in a coup in 1966 while he was traveling. He had concentrated too much power, alienated key military and civil service allies, and his economic policies had created inflation and shortages. Vision without governance, execution fails. The African Continental Free Trade Area is Nkrumah's dream, but it took almost 60 years because the institutions weren't built. My cousin Kevin speaks about institutions. And so how can I myself apply this today? So CHA is one of the companies that I am the CEO of. It is a healthcare company, and we do want to expand in Kenya in 2028 and 2029. So it is not just a business move. This is actually a proof of point of what Pan-African healthcare technology can look like. So absolutely, everybody, as I say, some of this will be lessons that I apply to my own life and be able to share with you guys. And again, I want to get better, but why not get better with other people? And again, I hope you like this type of content, sweet and short, and drop a like, comment, and looking forward to the next one. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.